man, just sit there and shut up. This ain't no democracy.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't. This is the United States. Your belong to me. They don't give a damn about you. They don't like you. I don't like you. Nobody likes you.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. What if we took this moment where everyone is obsessed with identity politics and the message and your race and your gender and your sexuality and in destroying the patriarchy, and we put the oldest, most diseased white guy who's also an avowed racist in charge of the entire damn pot? What would happen then? Well, I think what would happen is you'd have moments like last night at the White House where Joe Biden is talking to presumably a young black man or a young person of color. I hate using that term. Whatever. We're all people of color. Every person has a color. Have you ever seen a colorless person? I don't know. I guess Joe Biden comes close, actually. He's virtually translucent, looks like a vampire. What I'm saying here is that Joe Biden is sitting there talking down to this guy and goes, hey, hush up, boy. And he says it in a southern accent, essentially hearkening back to some like plantation owner. Biden sparks backlash after telling audience member at a Muslim celebration to hush up, boy, after he is interrupted. He says to Ilhan Omar, "You are beautiful." So I guess you can stack that onto a pile of Joe Biden lies. So here we are, baby. We got Joe Biden at a Muslim celebration for an Islamic holiday at the White House. Why Muslims are down for this guy, I don't know. I'm not sure. I read about the Muslims in Michigan protesting the pornography in schools and radical gender ideology. I mean, these are religious people who believe in God's design, who also believe in the traditional sort of family structure and traditional society, like very, very traditional. Joe Biden ain't for you, man. Ain't for you. Stop degrading yourselves and like backing the Democrat Party. I beg of you, to believers of all faiths, quite frankly. You want to come back and make a speech, Biden says, as he's heckled from the audience, and then he says, "Hush up, boy," as my mother would say, in a mimicked Southern drawl, which elicited laughter and groans from the attendees. Let's have a listen here to plantation owner Biden.
Hey, Judge, how are you? I don't know why you wanted the job, man. I appoint all those federal judges, but, thank you for serving. I'm not kidding. You want to come and make a speech? Hush up, boy.
Oh, okay. Ha, 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 ha. Got it. Hush up, boy, Joe Biden says. Of course, boy, according to the article here at the Daily Mail, is a term that has racially charged connotations to it. He recently used the phrase, Joe Biden, while referring to the black governor of Maryland, Wes Moore. Okay, good job. According to reports, the incident erupted after a member of the audience heckled Biden for failing to mention a federal judge in attendance, and then Joe Biden again dissented into various vulgar remarks, including but not limited to saying that Ilhan Omar looks beautiful. I told you the man was a liar.
We also have members of the House of Representatives here. Congressman Omar, where are you, Congressman Omar? Right here. There you go. God love you. I'm not supposed to. I'll get in trouble for saying this, but you look beautiful tonight.
What, are you trying to audition for Ilhan Omar's brother? Come on, man. Listen, she's already gotten into this country. Doesn't need any more immigration help. Joe Biden could use a little bit of help with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's name. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the more famous people living in America. I mean, he's like a famous basketball star, of course, but he's also been in movies, he's been in the entertainment industry. One of the most popular Muslims to ever live in America, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Well, you should be able to say his name. He's from your era. He's approximately the same age as Joe Biden.
And the cheer we cheer for Muslim athletes like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I know him, and I did mispronounce his name.
I know. And cram my jewels into a bar. Good job, Joe Biden. Really, everything is going great. The other interesting thing about this event is that there was a dude who was not allowed in, who was invited. Not quite sure why. Secret Service detained Mohammed Kalura, pictured here at the entry of the White House celebration, despite having been sent an invite. So they were detaining people who were invited. Apparently, this guy is a New Jersey Muslim mayor, and he was baffled after being blocked at the entrance to get into the White House by the Secret Service shortly before he set to arrive at the White House. Kalura said he received a call stating that he had not been cleared by Secret Service to attend. Ooh, man, Secret Service blocked his entry. Well, let me tell you something. I gotta tell you, I have been to the White House quite a few times. They're very thorough. You need to give them all. It's like a lot harder than getting on an airplane. You need to give them all your background information, all of the social security numbers, your home addresses, things like that. And they do a very thorough background check. I mean, they are able to see traffic tickets and everything. And so maybe Joe Biden is just being the classic Joe Biden. Maybe he's just racially profiling. This is what many commentators on the left, especially the honest ones, have to say about Joe Biden. Charlemagne the God saying Joe Biden should have never been picked to be the vice president because, well, he's racist.
You were being light there. You were talking about age. And obviously, yes. Buttigieg is talking about Joe Biden, changing the race. In that bite I played with Reverend Al Sharpton. He, though, is talking about their age difference, right? Trying to make this as a point of a generational change. Joe Biden is a different generation.
Very,
right? I mean, let's just be frank. Joe Biden is what, going to be 77 years old this year. Does age matter?
Yes, I do think age matters. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're dealing with somebody like Joe Biden, because, I got my questions about Joe Biden. Like, after learning more about Joe over the past few months, I question why even Barack Obama picked him as vice president, just because of things like the 94 crime bill. And, he didn't just, vote on the 94 crime bill. He wrote the 94 crime bill, especially one of the passages that was a real big push, for mass incarceration, and just things he said, like Barack Obama is the first mainstream black person who was clean and articulate. Like, just that wording disturbs me in a lot of ways, So I just wonder if somebody that's Joe Biden's age, can you really teach an old dog new tricks? And
yet when he came out, Charlemagne, and announces his candidacy, he makes it all about race. I mean, right? All about Charlottesville, all about race. I'll play a brief clip of it so we can hear it together. Here he is.
Very fine people on both sides. With those words, the President of the United States assigned a moral equivalence between those spreading hate and those with the courage to stand against it. And in that moment, I knew the threat to this nation was unlike any I had ever seen in my lifetime.
What do you make of that choice, given your concerns?
That's not enough for me. Like, not being racist should be the basics of our president. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are your policies? You know what I'm saying? What are your new initiatives? What are you putting on the table that's going to help us, move forward in the next 30, 40 years as a country? That's why I prefer a Mayor Pete over a Joe Biden, because I feel like Mayor Pete does have things of substance that he's put on the
Well, there you go. Okay, I don't agree that Mayor Pete is somehow better than Joe Biden, but, well, at least one of them has dementia. And I suppose that makes for entertaining clips like this. Joe Biden is, in fact, an old, diseased racist. He is someone who has had a very, very troubled and checkered and sketchy past. And it shows you the total moral bankruptcy and lack of any type of intellectual honesty on the left. All things for power, right? Everything for power. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what Joe Biden's done. He's our boy. He's our boy. We're going to stick with them. We'll see how that works out for you. My name's Benny. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching. Our channel is here to meme the libs until they cry and then to meme them crying. They're tears. They taste just like sweet, delicious ice cream. Salty, too. We ridicule the establishment and the libs because of you. Your support keeps us going. So if you like what you saw, please punch the subscribe button, click like, and ring the little bell so that you know when we're live. Don't you want to know when we're live? And Make sure that you subscribe to our email list, just in case the plug gets pulled, as tends to happen. If you want to see more of our videos, click here or here. My name is Benny Johnson. Stay free, Base Patriots.